I am Professor Winston. I will help you with your long division. My associate, Miss Catey, is going to take it away. Okay, let's continue. We got 2 problems left, and then I think you guys can try to do the last 5 on your own. So, our next problem is 800 divided by 648. So if we're looking at our 8, and then we look at our 6, we know 6 is too small, so we got to look at it as a pair. We got to look at 64. So take a minute, look in your multiplication chart, look in the 8's column. How close can you get to 64 without going over? So if you looked in your 8's column, you should have saw that 8 is as close as you can get. It is 8 times 8 is 64. And then we subtract. 64 minus 64 is 0. We divided, we multiplied, we subtracted, we got to bring down. So, 8 goes into 8 how many times? If we look on our multiplication chart, we should see 8 goes into 8 one time, because 8 times 1 equals 8. So we know 8 can go into 648 81 times. Okay, let's clean it off. We got one more. Here we go. Our last one I am going to do with you is 2 divided by 356. This one is a little different than the ones we have looked at before. If we look at the 2, then we look at the 3. Well, 3 is bigger than 2, so we can divide that. So how many times does 2 go into 3 without going over? So if we look in our multiplication chart, how many times does 2 go into 3 without going over? 2 times. So we multiplied by 1. So our 1 goes up top. 1 times 2 equals 2. So notice whatever number I'm trying to find inside of my multiplication chart is the number I write above. So if I'm looking at our double digit, I need to put it in the middle. If I'm looking at our hundredths place, I need to put it in the hundredths place. Now I gotta subtract. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have divided, multiplied, subtract. Now we have to bring down. So if we bring down our 5, now we're trying to get 2 to fit into 15. If we look in our multiplication chart, how close can we get to 2 or to get to 15 looking in the 2's column without going over? Take a minute, check it out. Let's see what you get. Okay, so you should have saw that 7 gets you to 14. If we would have gone to 8, it would have been 16, would have been too high. So then we subtract. 15 minus 14 is 1. So our second step, we did the same thing. We divided, we multiplied, we subtracted, and now we bring down again. So now we're seeing how many times does 2 fit into 16. You're always looking at this number now. This is the number we want to see how many fit into it. 2 fits into 16 8 times. So 1 below the 7. 8 times 2 is 16. 0 remainders. So go ahead and do the next 5 problems using the same strategy. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or you're confused or if you want to go through them together online. Okay, good luck guys.